Hey folks, Bob Reese with the Guides Forecast, giving you a fishing report for Friday, 23rd of August. It's windy again, and I'm tired of that, but it wasn't as bad as it has been, although tomorrow it does look like we'll have another stiff wind from the south. I haven't rechecked the forecast. I think maybe they downgraded it from when I looked at it previously. So hopefully we get a chance to fish out there. There were a few boats that snuck out early to try and get up the top of Blind Channel to see if there was some biters on high tide, and there wasn't many fish up there, much to the surprise of the few that did it. We started our day off kind of hugging the Washington shore and tried to get out of the heat there on the Washington side, and did manage to get a bite of pass, landed one hatchery fish. Kind of screwed up a net job on the first one, must have been a wild Chinook, but second one was a hatchery Chinook, and it was harvested. And then we made our way down while it was still going out pretty good pace down to Buoy 12. The bar, well, that area of the estuary was still kind of rough because of the outgoing tide momentum with somewhat of a sloppy sea, but didn't have anybody get seasick. It wasn't dangerous, but it could have been more comfortable. But it took a while. I saw some fish caught. Like I say, we're still doing about 3 miles an hour downstream, so maybe a little bit early, and I was perplexed why we weren't getting bit when I saw only a few other boats, but those few other boats were also catching fish. But after about 30-35 minutes of doing kind of a slow crawl from south to north by Buoy 12 over towards the Washington shoreline and closer to the deadline, we started getting quite a few bites and got into good action. Had a double on Chinook, both wild of course, but landed 3 Chinook and 2 really nice coho. A lot of people are saying a good grade of coho coming in right now, but that bite was somewhat short-lived, but it was productive, and didn't when they were gone, they were gone. We waited through the first rip to come through Buoy 10, and that was not productive. The only other real significant bite was taking place at Hammond, kind of on the first half of incoming tide, and it was fair. I don't know if we actually got a bite at Hammond there. I don't think so, but saw a fair number of fish caught for a fair number of boats. And then we hopscotched up to the bridge for a fruitless effort close to high tide here, which it's still coming in right now, so maybe it's the first part of outgoing. So just a couple localized bites. We did okay, relatively speaking, to the rest of the fleet, but guides did better, guides did worse. But that is the report from Buoy 10. Watch for that south wind tomorrow. It could be wicked from the south, but the fishing is definitely better than it has been here, and 4 or 5 days ago. So we are relegated to the river. No word on a ocean reopener or how close we came to attaining the nearly 40,000 fish coho quota north of Cape Falcon, but the river fishing is good, and coho should start to show in better numbers in the coming weeks, especially with nobody calling them out offshore. And I think we're in for a good week. We're going to start seeing some morning high tides, which is always a good thing. But a lot of us have been pretty disappointed with the outgoing tide bite, first part outgoing tide bite, which is historically one of the most productive times of the day. That hasn't worked out so well for the afternoon outgoings. We'll see if it changes pace when we get these softer tides and the morning outgoings. If that changes, goes back to the good old days. So stay safe out there, and good luck. Thanks for being subscribers to the Guides Forecast. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel to get these updates I won't be sending out a mass email to our list. So pay attention to new updates on the Guides Forecast YouTube channel.